Hey guys, how's it going? First things first, I want to say thank you for the 100 subs. 100 subscribers! We made it, guys. Can you believe it? Alright, so today's video is going to be a review on the Harbor Freight ratchets, right? And how we use them and how they worked this past year. So stay tuned. Because I also got a killer coupon for you if you want to buy any of these ratchets. So let's get the video going. Let's get the video going. These are the Harbor Freight ratchets I have. I got a 1/4 inch swivel ratchet, Pittsburgh Pro. I got a 1/4 inch flex head ratchet, Icon. I have a 3/8 Pittsburgh Composite Ratchet, and the big boy 1/2 inch Pittsburgh Pro Ratchet. And they're all soft grips. Alright, so let's put these aside. First things first, it's going to be this 1/4 inch ratchet. I call these swivel ratchets because it's kind of like a swivel. It's not like a flex head. I call these flex heads, I call these swivels. That's just what I call them. It's a really good ratchet. I used them for obviously like small, hard to get places. A lot of 10mm bolts. A lot of hose clamps and a lot of hose clamps basically. That's what I use this for, and just hard to get places and hard to get to bolts. That's what it looks like. It's worked well for this last year. I used it quite a bit this last year. It was actually the only 1/4 inch ratchet I had that swivels for a while. It's got some pretty good use on it for a year. But it still feels good in the hand. I think it works great for what it is. Alright, next ratchet we have is Icon Flex Head Ratchet. I really like this ratchet. The grip feels alright, you know. I think they try to really copy Snap-on on this one. But still, I like the way it looks. It looks as a clean finish to it. The selector switch is pretty nice. It says on and off, so people won't get confused. Yeah, ratchet's pretty good. I'm pretty sure it's a 90 tooth ratchet. As most of the Pittsburgh Pro, they're going to be 72 tooth. I'm pretty sure that's what they are. And I mean, it works good. It works well. It's just a nice looking ratchet. I've had no complaints over it all. I've used it for the past year. Got a little dirty, that's about it. But all tools get dirty, you know. That's just how it goes. Other than that, it works good. 90 tooth ratchet. It's probably the cheapest 90 tooth ratchet you could probably get, to be honest. Alright, so the next ratchet is this 3/8 composite ratchet. These composite ratchets are real nice. I'm pretty sure they're full metal throughout the whole thing, and then they put the composite layer over it. Has a little button here for the detent that keeps the socket locked in. It's also a 72 tooth tire. It's a really cheap ratchet, if I don't remember right. I think it was like $5, $8, something like that. It's really cheap, and it works great, honestly. It's just a nice working ratchet. It really works good with batteries, so you can't spark it. Well, these all pretty work good with batteries, because if you have a composite or a soft grip handle ratchet, it's not going to spark on any batteries on accident if you accidentally touch, arc it. It's a good ratchet, 72 tooth. This one has a pretty decent selector, but it does not say on and off on the selector. So for all those people that don't know what righty-tighty and lefty-loosey is, they might have a problem with this ratchet. It's a possibility. Other than that, it's a 70 tooth ratchet. It sounds pretty clunky. It's pretty thick too. These other ones were pretty thin. I didn't really show that, but I mean, it's a good ratchet though. I don't think it'll break on you. It's just a thick boy. But yeah, it feels good in the hand. It has this like little thumb thing. You put your thumb in your ratchet. I probably use this ratchet the least out of all of them because I normally do batteries with the electric ratchet now. It's just faster. But before I had the electric ratchet, I used this one. So, because it had no chance of arcing because there's no covered metal except for like this part. But that's not gonna arc. So, it's just overall a great ratchet, and I would recommend it to anybody. I would recommend any of these ratchets for the starter diesel tech because, for one, they're cheap. For two, they have a killer coupon for the Pittsburgh series, Pittsburgh Pro series. I'm about to show, and they work. And if you need the job to get done, they'll get the job done. They might not be the prettiest looking ratchets, but they'll still get the job done. All right, guys, this is probably my favorite ratchet that Pittsburgh makes. First, we're gonna start off with the simple stuff. It has an on and off switch. Has a little oil on it, but yeah, the on and off switch, and it says it clearly so people know what righty-tighty and lefty-loosey is. This is probably the ratchet I use the most out of all of them. I use this for a lot of the drain plugs on transmissions, to like oil filters if they're too tight. This works great for it. It has the swivel head, or not swivel head, but flex head ratchet on it. And it's worked pretty good. It's a 72 tooth ratchet. I've had it for the past year, and it works good. I really don't have any complaints about any of these ratchets. I think it was fairly cheap as well, like in the $20 to $30 range. I'll have all the prices listed at the end of the video and the coupon that I'm going to show you guys, because there's a killer coupon out there. You can save quite a bit of money on some of these ratchets. So yeah, but it's a great ratchet. It's also soft grip. It doesn't feel that bad, to be honest. It's great for the beginner. Like, if you're gonna start out, you're gonna need one of these for odds and ends, because sometimes bolts are just stuck and you're gonna need a big boy and you're gonna have to get it in there, and sometimes that one click is gonna matter and get you in that right spot so you can get the bolt out. You got to get in a good spot. But other than that, these are great ratchets. I would recommend them to anyone. So yeah, I'm happy with them. They've worked good for this past year. I've had no mechanical failures with any of them so far. But yeah, they're great 72 tooth. I think the handle is 14 inches, 12 to 14 inches ratchet. I don't know. Maybe it might be longer than that. I can't really tell. But nonetheless, it's a great ratchet to have in your toolbox, and it's cheap. So even if you do break it, which if you do, you're probably putting a cheater bar on it or something, because this thing's pretty strong. But if you do break it, Harbor Freight also has their freaking warranty. They have a lifetime warranty on their Pittsburgh. And I think Icon has a warranty too on it. Lifetime warranty. So if you do break it and you get a new tool, yeah, but I don't see this really breaking much. It's a 72 tooth, so I mean, hopefully the teeth are pretty big on the Allen here. I don't see it breaking at all. This last year, I mean, I put it probably through abuse. I've dropped it a few times, I chipped it a few times, and I mean, you know me, I'm pretty hard on my tools. I drop them a lot. I drop tires on them, and I mean, they still work, so it's all good to me. As long as they work, make me money, that's all I matter about. Alright guys, so that was my quick Pittsburgh Harbor Freight ratchet review and icon. These were all pretty good ratchets for me. Great for beginners. I would suggest any of these ratchets for anybody. They are great ratchets for the price. I don't think you can beat them. They work really well. There's nothing really bad about them. They feel pretty decent. I mean, it's just they're not that bad of a ratchet, I feel like. Harbor Freight gets a lot of hate on them because they try to compare themselves to Snap-on a lot. And yeah, they're not Snap-ons. They're not close to Snap-on's quality and precision, how they make their tools, but they are decent looking tools, and the quality is there, the functionality is there. The durability, this is a questionable one, because the only really way to figure this out is if someone uses it, documents it, and shows that these ratchets will last you 10 years, 20 years if you properly maintain them and take care of them, So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna keep these ratchets probably forever, and use them from day in and day out. All these ratchets are good, man. I mean, some of them look clunky like this, and they look freaking fat, bulgy, and they sound like garbage, and they don't have like letters on them, and I mean, it's just what you're really paying for. Do you want a ratchet that will work for you, or do you want a ratchet that will look good, last forever, that's known to last forever, like a Snap-on? Because that's what you're really paying for, is the years behind Snap-on. Snap-ons has been around for forever, and they haven't really broke. And if they have broke, they stay true to the word, and they warranty your tools. So Harbor Freight has a great warranty as well. If you break it, they'll warranty, no questions asked. Yeah, so these are good ratchets, especially for the starter mechanic who doesn't have that much money but wants a good quality tool that will last them a year and sound great still and work great. I haven't even opened any of these up or greased any of them or oiled them in the last year. So this is how they came out from the factory, just straight out like this, and I've just been using them day in and day out. So thank you guys for tuning in. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this to someone who's thinking about buying a Pittsburgh, or even just getting into the automotive field or the diesel field, or any kind of blue-collar job that involves ratchets and they need a cheap ratchet, because these are cheap. I'll have the prices at the end of them, and I'll have my coupon in there. But yeah, they're cheap ratchets. I'll tell you what, I'll look up the prices right now and then get the coupon and show you guys. But cheap doesn't always mean bad, and I think I'm gonna prove that here in the last like 5 to 10 years. If these last, I'll make videos on it probably every year or every like few years, or maybe just do this one in 5 years. I don't know, just depending on how my content's going. But I feel like they're gonna last, but you never know. You never know what problems you're gonna run into, how many cheater bars you put on it. But so far, they've lasted the year. So I don't know why you wouldn't buy them.